Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple. Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone. Welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collegeville High School. I am Todd Duke, and glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we get you set for a little Friday night basketball action as your Collegeville Kahawks get ready to take on the O'Fallon Panthers. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pregame show brought to you tonight by Cafe Agape in Collegeville, home of the Kahawk Chicken Sandwich. Cafe Agape been doing their thing since 2012. Surely hope you took advantage of the Christmas ham, Christmas turkey offering, because that is now expired and you're a little bit too late if you need a Christmas ham or a Christmas turkey. But in the meantime, if you would like some pork steaks and some of the fine fixings that Mr. Ron McGee and his crew have come up with, well, give Cafe Agape a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Kahawks come into this contest with an overall record of 4-3. They are 1-2 in conference play. The O'Fallon Panthers, they come into this contest perfect. They are 9-0 on the year, and they are 3-0 in conference play under their sixth-year head coach, Brian Munoz. He is 76-67 in his previous 5 years, plus the 9-0 mark this year coming into this contest. Collegeville, they are, of course, coached by Darin Lee. He is in his 13th year here at Collinsville. He has 209 wins, 152 losses as a Kahok. He's in his 33rd year overall in the state of Illinois, and he has 674 wins, 295 losses. Folks, that equals 969 games. He is only 31 games shy of 1,000 games coached in the state of Illinois. We bring in Dr. Chris McCluskey. We have not had him here since the playoff football game. How you doing, sir?
It's been a while, Todd. Thanks for having me.
So, always a good matchup when you get Collinsville and O'Fallon involved. We've seen some good ones over the last couple of years, and as Coach Lee chases that game number 1,000, this ought to be good. This ought to be fun.
Should be a great Southwest Conference matchup. You know, Collinsville's trying to find their way. O'Fallon's having a lot of success. And beautiful Friday night going into the Christmas season. Everybody's excited. We've got our holiday tournament coming up. And looking forward to some great basketball here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium tonight.
Can't wait, can't wait. Had a chance to catch up with Collinsville head coach Darin Lee just a little while ago. Talked about the Christmas season, and of course we talked a little basketball too. We'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Cafe Agape pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports
Cafe
Network.
Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual. So men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his Kahok Educator of the Month award. To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're back on the home floor tonight. Another Southwestern Conference matchup as the O'Fallon Panthers come to town to take on your Collinsville Kahawks. Coach Darin Lee, the head basketball coach of your Collinsville Kahawks, joins us now on the pregame show. Let's talk a little holidays there, Coach. Personally, Darin Lee, what's the favorite thing about the holidays?
Well, just visiting with family. You know, my son's home from college. We got everybody back together. You know, it's the first time we've been apart. So that, you know, I'm visiting with, getting together with my parents, you know, and just getting together with family.
You're in that kind of the same boat I am, that the kids are all grown up now. My daughter's going to be 18 in March, so it's a lot different when they get a little older as compared to when they were little. And I don't know about you, but I kind of miss that.
Yeah, we all do. They used to get really excited for whatever you get them for Christmas, and they still show gratitude, but they're not as excited as they were when they were little. There's no question.
Are you one of those big Christmas guys? You have like a favorite Christmas movie, or you have a favorite Christmas T-shirt or sweater or something to wear?
No, not really. Probably the holiday tournaments is always, you know, for my whole life has been a big part of my Christmas. My dad was a coach, and so that's pretty much my Christmas is revolved around those, especially in the post-holidays.
What's the plans for Christmas? You going to visit people, or are they coming to visit you, or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. I mean, we'll go somewhere. Actually, we're going to my dad's this Sunday, and then my mom and her family will come over Christmas Eve and so forth. So we don't go very. My whole family is within a 10-mile radius, so we don't go very far. So we don't go very. My whole family is within a 10-mile radius, so we don't go very far.
All right, let's talk a little basketball. Specifically, let's single on Jake Wilkinson, your 6'4" sophomore. Came off the bench in that Granite City game and really provided a spark for you guys. Tell me what you like about his game.
Well, he's got a quick release, and he gives us some offensive punch, and I hope he can continue that because, you know, we're going to really give him heavy minutes here. We're not playing him in the JV game tonight of course, sometimes giving that JV game gives the guy a warm-up a little bit. You know, he came in hot, and he definitely made the big difference for us when we were down in the first quarter, as you know, and then he hit some big shots for us. We took a 2-point lead and went from there. But yeah, he gives us some offensive punch. He's got a quick release, and hopefully he can make some. We need somebody to knock him down from the arc.
And he's a pretty clean player too. Only 6 turnovers on the year, and he's only committed 4 fouls.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, he's long, got some length to him. He's not a big guy, but definitely got some length.
Let's talk about junior 6'6" Adam Remar for a moment. He had 4 blocks in that game. Of the 5 blocks against Granite City, of his 9 blocks this year. So do you see that part of his game progressing, and what do you like about Adam?
Well, Adam, the main thing we want is the block side. Yeah, that was definitely a surprise, getting 4 in a game. That's a lot. And but right now we want him to really establish his back to the bucket, get him some. You know, we need some points in the paint, and so we're really working on that. Him feeling when the double's coming, when it's not, making sure he doesn't turn it over, and, you know, get a bucket. If he gets doubled, get it out of there. If not, try to score. So offensively and defensively, battling those big guys is important. And then in those blocks, he was coming off his man and blocking some of the guards coming in there to shoot it.
Of course, rebounding is a big part of his game. He's second on the team with 34, but I like how it's spread out. He's got 16 on the offensive boards and 18 on the defensive boards.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. We need to get right now. We're trying to get a little more point production, and it's hard because they bang on you in the back to the bucket. But yeah, he's rebounded pretty well.
All right, let's talk about tonight's opponent. You have the O'Fallon Panthers coming in here. They are unblemished on the year, haven't lost a game yet. Had a couple of close ones. They won a couple by 2 points, but all of their other wins have been by double digits, and some of them have been in the 20s and 30s. What about this team?
Well, they shoot it well. They're explosive offensively, and Burton's a 4-year starter. He started as a freshman and sophomore for them, and then for COVID, he didn't play with them last year, but definitely explosive. He makes them go. And then the Smith, number 4, started last year, but they've had some guys come on. They shoot it from the arc well. Number 2, Lunning, makes some shots, and I think that's made the difference. Is you know, their ability to shoot it and be threats offensively from all 5 guys is probably what what's the biggest issue. But yeah, they've played well. But hopefully we feel like if we can slow them down and bother them defensively, we have a chance.
All right, so what do you want to see out of your team tonight? Collinsville Kahawks defeating the O'Fallon Panthers for the first time this year. I like the way it sounds. How are you going to make it happen?
Well, we got to, like I said, we're going to guard. We got to defend them. We're going to play a man and keep those guys from, especially Burton, having big games. Again, limit our turnovers. Last night game I think we had 11 or 12, but we need those have to be in single digits. And we'd like to establish some post play. We're going to post some different guys in there, but get a couple buckets inside. And we've got to knock shots down, like we've always talked about. We're shooting still under. I don't know what we're shooting from the arc, but it's not high enough. We need to make some shots, and if we can do that, if we can get off to a good start. We have not gotten off to very good starts, and that's something hopefully tonight. Offensively, defensively, we've done pretty well, so we can get off to a good start. Offensively, I think we got a shot. I mean, we've played a better schedule than they have. We've played the three teams that beat us. They haven't played yet. And they're awfully good. So we feel like we've played a better schedule. So hopefully that bodes well for us.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Okay, thanks, Todd.
Darin Lee, your Collinsville Kahawk head coach. We'll take a break here on the Cafe Agape pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starters to you and more names and more numbers, all that and more on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a time like this, in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's a lot better now.
It was like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere.
They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Hey, once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. Todd Duke and Dr. Chris McCluskey along with you as we get you set for this game between Collinsville Kahawks and the O'Fallon Panthers. Well, here are your starters. We'll begin with the O'Fallon Panthers, and they will bring in a name that everybody might know just from the soccer season. Tyler Lunning, a 5'10" senior, gets the start. He was one of the leading scorers for the Panthers soccer team this year. He'll be followed on the court by Jalen Smith, a 6'4" junior. Caleb Burton, you heard the coach talking about him in the pregame interview. Caleb is a 6'2" senior. Caleb Randolph is a 6'1" junior. And Rennie Harris is a 6'3" sophomore. O'Fallon comes into this contest. Overall, 61 points per game is that their average is. And they are defending pretty well also. They are giving up an average of just under 40 points a game at 39.8 points per game. Collinsville comes in 56.1 on the offensive side, so they are about 5 points less than O'Fallon. And on the defensive side, Collinsville is allowing about 8 points more than the O'Fallon Panthers are allowing. And we will turn over the duties to give you the Collinsville Kahawk starting roster to none other than Mr. Chad Burgess. Celebrated a birthday the other day. Chad Burgess, folks.
One of the best in the business.
A 6'1" senior, number 2, Treya Sawyer. A 6'2" sophomore, number 3, Nick Horrell. A 6'2" senior, number 23, Devin Davis. Junior, number 30, Jake Wilkinson. And a 6'3" senior, number 32, Matt Clark.
Sure, that sounded good as my headphone slipped out of my hand there. All right, nice job, Mr. Chad Burgess, once again on the announcements here, and we are just about off and running. Let's tell you a little bit about O'Fallon. They've not lost a game yet. O'Fallon has had 2 close games. First game of the year at Alton, Thanksgiving tournament. They won 66-64 versus Confluence High School of St. Louis. They beat Hazelwood Central 70-68 at the Mount Vernon Shootout on December the 4th. So there's 2 wins by a total of 4 points. The other 7 games, the Panthers won by double digits. Lowest, 11 points. Their last game, Tuesday, 62-51 versus Mascoutah. Their largest, a 40-point win over DuBourg, also at the Alton tournament. They beat Alton by 32. They beat Belleville West by 36. They beat Granite City by 22. And they beat Edwardsville by 12.
Well, defense is the name of the game for O'Fallon, so Collinsville's going to have to put some points on the board here tonight.
We are underway. Kahawks get the opening tip and have it first on the offensive side. Into the paint it goes. Wilkinson kicks it back out to Swaggart for 3. Just a little bit long. Hit the inside of the rim. And the rebound is on the ground. Who wants it? It's still a battle going on for it. And O'Fallon comes away with it.
Yeah,
So,
Nicky Horace got on the hardwood, showing some good effort. And he comes up with the rebound. Here comes Swaggart.
and we're going to have a whistle before Swaggart can penetrate any further. We have noticed lately, last 2 games, Wilkinson came in really early in the Granite City win the other night. And Adam Remar not getting the start tonight. Wilkinson gets the start instead. And actually, we touched on both of those in the pregame interview. Here's a shot that's popped from about 10 feet out by Nick Horace, and we are underway with points now, 2-0 in favor of Collinsville.
Yeah, sophomore Nick Horace has shown an ability to shoot the basketball, which is something that Collinsville really needs to expand upon if they're going to have success this year.
Over on the wing, that's Tyler Looning, the soccer/basketball star for O'Fallon. Gets it to Jalen Smith. Back out to Looning. Looning drives into the perimeter and just outside the lane, picks up that dribble and brings it outside to the big guy, Caleb Randolph, 6'1" junior. There's a three-pointer by Looning, and it didn't want to go in at first, but it found the bottom of the net after that second bounce off the rim.
Rattled off the rim, off the glass, and then back in the hoop.
Yeah, you don't see too much of that.
Combination soccer basketball athlete you don't see very often.
No, not much. Here's Swagger, top of the key. Thought about it for a second, gives up to Davis. Davis has the ball stripped out of his hands, and then Davis clamps onto it, but they didn't get that whistle on that jump ball called. And now cutting through the lane, taking a shot and bouncing it off the rim and in is Rennie Harris. 5-2 in favor of O'Fallon. They're up by 3 after Collinsville had the 2-0 lead. Here come the Kahawks, and here is Devin Davis across the line to Swagger. In from the right perimeter, and a nice move by the senior, and Collinsville back to within 1.
Man, it sure was. Nice Euro step, little fake to the left, dipsy-do to the right. Swagger good for 2.
Here is Smith. Bounce pass at the top of the key, and then Randolph steps out a little bit farther and then has to get a little bit of help. Gets it in the form of Harris. Harris just outside the lane. No room. Gives it to Lunning. Lunning, he travels in, but we're going to have a blocking call. This one may go against Wilkinson.
Yeah, great defense by senior Clark on that play, and forced O'Fallon to kick the ball to the top of the key, and pretty easy little blocking call there against the Kahok defense. Here comes O'Fallon.
Inbound pass under their own basket, comes all the way out in the slot between the top of the key and the Kahawk logo at center court. Bounce pass from Looning to Smith. Smith just outside the lane, couldn't get any room, had 2 defenders, 3-point shot on the way. That misses from Harris, and then a whistle on the rebound.
Well, pretty good half-court defense out of Collinsville, showing a good ability to play help side defense, and they're forcing O'Fallon to play the half-court game, which I think is smart for Collinsville tonight.
Kahawks break the backcourt pressure. Swagger with it over on the right wing into the right corner for Matt Clark. Clark kicks it back outside, but it's intercepted by Harris, and the O'Fallon Panthers move it up. Harris reverse layup, won't fall. Travion Swagger there with the rebound for Collinsville. Swagger brings it up, shoots it over to Davis. Davis off the glass, good for 2.
Yeah, could have got a foul on that too. Collinsville, if they can just limit their turnovers tonight, I mean, they've turned the ball over a little bit too much already, but they've shown an ability to score against O'Fallon, who doesn't have much size, so that could bode well for Collinsville.
We had a turnover issue the other night, and after the rebound there, a putback, and that one's good by Caleb Randolph. Coach mentioned that in the pregame interview at the Granite City game. He said he'd like to keep it under 10, but before you knew it, it was already up to 8 in the first quarter, but they calmed down and only had 12 for the whole game, so only 4 more after that. Swagger gives his team back a 1-point lead. Back and forth we go with the one-pointers, 8-7 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Caleb Burton. Burton, the leading scorer for O'Fallon, kicks it outside to Looning. Looning, top of the key now for Randolph. Randolph dribbles, drives, spins just outside the lane, and it's a charging call. He ran right into Matt Clark and knocked him straight backwards.
Fast-paced game tonight. Clark did a good job of setting his feet. He sold it well, you know, and at the end of the day, that's going to go down as a turnover for O'Fallon. Here comes Collinsville. But, yeah, fast-paced game so far tonight, Todd.
Each team with 2 turnovers. Each team with 2 rebounds. Each team with points. Collinsville with 8. O'Fallon with 7. Here is Davis having a hard time breaking this press, and that was almost picked off by Jalen Smith, but he couldn't grab the handle and knocked it out of bounds, so Collinsville will inbound near midcourt.
Collinsville's having trouble communicating, breaking this press, so going to have to get that together here and get a little bit of a strategy. They're not sure where to go to break that press.
Davis gets around Harris and into the lane, and Davis worked hard for those 2 points.
Man, nice left hand by Devin Davis. Switch sides, and that puts Collinsville up 10-7.
Devin Davis is the leading scorer for Collinsville. Came in with 94 points, averaging 13.4. Into the paint, kicked back out to Looning for 3. Hits the inside of the rim. Comes right down, though, and it's a Harris rebound. He tries to shoot. Couldn't get it up there because he was fouled.
Yeah, Travion Swagger tried to draw a charge, And is there a flopping call in high school ball? I know. I was at the SIU game the other night, and they actually called a flop on the guy from UMKC.
Wow.
And he looked at the ref, and he said, "You got me."
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of everybody,
break out a soccer rule.
Everybody listening, Rayshawn Taylor plays at home at SIU Sunday at 1 o'clock. A lot of people are going out, so feel free to come up and support your local Collinsville great Rayshawn Taylor. He's been Freshman of the Week in the Ohio Valley Conference 3 times.
I know.
I think the season's only 4 or 5 weeks old.
I know. Rennie Harris at the free throw line came in 8 of 14, hit the first one. That makes it 10-8. Collinsville will make some substitutions as Dayton Horace checks into the game. Also into the game for O'Fallon is Peyton Mueller, the 6'1 senior. Harris hits both of his free throws. 1 point game once again. Dayton Horace inbounds to Devin Davis underneath of the O'Fallon basket. And Davis getting hounded over there by Harris. And then he gets double teamed. That means Swaggart's open and has the ball knocked out of his hands. And Collinsville will get to keep it.
Yeah, I like bringing Dayton Horace in. He can handle the ball really well. Darin Lee notices we're having trouble with the press. He brings in another ball handler. Hopefully that'll bode well for the Kahawks.
Matt Clark to the bench, as well as Nick Horace off the bench. Besides Dayton Horace is Adam Remar, and he has the ball at the free throw line to Swaggart underneath Wilkinson. Tries to give it up, and he does. Top of the glass, and good for 2 for Adam Remar.
Man, nice dish in the paint. Remar goes off the glass. Here comes O'Fallon.
There's Mueller underneath the basket, and he tried to reverse layup, but never got it all the way up there. Collinsville picks up the rebound. They break it back. Here is Swaggart. Swaggart, head fake, off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound falls into the hands of Wilkinson. He'll put it back, still won't go. Second rebound, that belongs to Collinsville as well. Davis off the glass, can't get it to go, but we'll have a free throw participant after that interaction.
Man, what a fast-paced game tonight.
Sure
Todd.
is.
I mean, they haven't slowed down. I like the action here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Couple offensive boards by the Kahawks. Devin Davis at the line for 2.
Jalen Smith guilty of that foul. Devin Davis at the free throw line hits the first one. Davis coming into this contest, 64.7%, having hit 22 of 34 on the year thus far.
Which is welcomed because we haven't shot the ball well from the line as a team.
And the next one misses. Rebound belongs to O'Fallon. They bring it back up. Here is Harris. Harris tries to get around Dayton Horace, does so, but loses the ball in the process, and they're going to say Horace knocked that out. I thought that Harris just lost the handle.
I think so. A lot of times the offensive side will get that call when a defensive guy makes a good play. Darren Hendrickson down there, the head coach of SLU baseball refereeing, normally does a pretty good job. Can't fault him for that.
And a foul going to go into the pocketbook of Dayton Horace. That'll be Collinsville's third. It'll match the 3 on the board for O'Fallon. I don't know why, but I only have 1 foul written down for O'Fallon. That was the last one. I don't know how I missed the first 2.
The scoreboard says 3. I'm not sure either.
Front of the Kahawk bench, inbound pass comes into Harris. Harris moves it around to the top of the key. 2:45 left here in quarter number 1. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey with you. Dr. McCluskey's season debut in the old basketball world.
Glad to be back.
Rebound by Collinsville. Here is Swaggart. He's fueling off Mueller the whole time. Fending off Mueller. I got Mueller and fending all mixed up and called it fueling. And a 3-point shot just a little bit short. Rebound belongs to Davis. Off the glass, can't get it to go. Second rebound, that belongs to O'Fallon. Panthers come back up. Here is Caleb Burton. Burton into the paint, takes the shot, and gets a couple of good bounces. And Burton on the board for the first time. Caleb comes in with 111 points, averaging 13.9 on the year. They have 3 players in the double-digit averages.
Yeah, Travion made such a great move, made the guy fall down. If he could have just hit that shot, that would have been a momentum builder.
Yeah, this would have been heard a lot of noise coming from the crowd then. A block, and Davis's shot never made it, and the loose ball belongs to O'Fallon. Here comes Harris. Harris to the top of the key. Over onto the wing, he gives it up now for Burton. Burton, he hands the ball off, and it's then handed off to Whitfield. Whitfield into the game for the first time. Gives to Burton for 3. That one bounces off the rim wide.
Boy, that was deep.
And the rebound belongs to Matt Clark and your Collinsville Kahawks. Out rebounding O'Fallon right now, 8-5.
That's the story of the game so far.
Here is Davis. Devin over onto the wing for Trey Swaggart. Swaggart On the left wing, top of the key for Remar, over to Davis. Davis got rid of his defender, into the corner. Dayton Horace for three, hits the inside of the rim, and comes down for O'Fallon, and then a foul right afterwards.
Yeah, Remar just was off balance. He had no choice. He tried to step back, but he got his body into the O'Fallon offensive player, and that's going to put a pause in action. O'Fallon will get the ball here at the end of the court.
So Remar's first and the team's fourth. Deontay Franklin checks in. Matt Clark checks back into the game, as does Nick Horace. And now we're going to have a whistle called. And I think somebody's got some blood on their face or something like that. And yeah, that's Remar's going to have to go over and visit Amanda Bauer. So Wilkinson will check back in quickly.
Thought maybe he was checking on a mask infringement, but
yeah, that, whatever.
Everybody has chin straps on, which is, yeah, whatever.
Here's Harris. Harris kicks it outside, and then to the top of the key it goes to Whitfield. Whitfield bounces with that right hand and kicks it over to Caleb Burton. Back to Whitfield for three. That's off to the left. That saw that when it left his hand, that wasn't going to hit anything, and that ends up being a turnover.
He fell down looking for a foul, too.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the girls' game last night at O'Fallon. There was a little scrum. There's like 6 or 7 girls. A referee pulls down his mask, goes over to the group of girls and talks to him, steps away from the group of girls and puts his mask back up. I'm like, isn't that backwards?
What are we doing? Anyway, here comes Collinsville.
There is Horace out to brother Nick. Nick, one-hand shovel pass over to Clark, back out to Dayton Horace in the slot. 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. Collinsville up 13-11. Here is Nick Horace at the midcourt stripe, gives it up to older brother Dayton, who gives it up now for Matt Clark. Back to Dayton Horace it goes. We're down to 15 seconds here in this first quarter. Dayton Horace, stutter steps. That got rid of a couple of players, but we're back
who do you
outside.
give the ball to? You know, a couple years ago, you knew what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. And a foul is going to be called as Horace was cutting through the lane and passing the ball over to Wilkinson.
Here come the shooters.
Going to go against Rennie Harris. Swaggart and Davis step back in with 6 seconds left to go here in this first quarter.
Yeah, I like that move by Darin Lee. Ball handlers sit, shooters come in. Try to throw a little dagger at O'Fallon as time expires here in the first.
Inbound pass coming in from Nick Horace. And he does so all the way out to the line for Swaggart. Swaggart, and he spins, almost lost the ball, takes the shot, and he gets one to fall right before the buzzer.
There it is.
15-11, Collinsville with the 4-point lead. At the end of one quarter of play, we're back with quarter number 2 in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And, of course, a big thank you to LC's Pub. Following that commercial, that's where I am going to be heading after the game. Anybody care to join me? Come on over. 15-11 after one quarter of play. I'm Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey alongside as well. We're underway in quarter number 2. Here is Rennie Harris. Harris already has 4 points. Top of the key for Smith. Smith bounces in from the right side, and a shot off balance goes in. Jalen Smith on the board for the first time this evening. Just underway here in quarter number 2, and it's a 2-point lead for Collinsville. There's a nice start for the Kahawks that Coach said he wanted to see. And a dump-off pass. Wilkinson flies in. And the fingertip roll. Wilkinson's on the board for the first time tonight. Well, Fallon brings it back up. Here is Burton. Burton bounces it to the key for Smith. Top of the key, he comes in again from the right side, takes an off-balance shot that won't fall this time, and then a foul as Randolph got the rebound and tried to put up an off-balance shot, and Randolph will head to the free throw line. Randolph on the year, 9 of 27 from the free throw line. That is 33.3%. That's good from three-point lane, but not from the charity stripe.
Well, one thing about that individual, he is a solid young man.
He is. Misses on the first one. I wouldn't want him bumping into me.
Seems like free throw percentage across the board in the game these days is lower, know, than it's ever been.
Missed both of them. Collinsville got the rebound. And the Kahawks bring it up, looking to increase their 4-point lead. Here is Davis. Davis trying to get around Burton. Does so with a pass over to Nick Horace, top of the key. Deontay Franklin for three. Yes!
Yes, sir! Number 20, Franklin from the top of the key. Good to put Collinsville up 20-13 with 6:50 left in the second quarter.
Deontay Franklin, 6-foot senior, first three-pointer of the night for Collinsville. There's a nice steal. Kahawks bring it back up, and they get it to Franklin, and Franklin is going to follow up the three with a two.
And he is feeling it tonight. That's good for a timeout from O'Fallon.
O'Fallon calls a timeout. We will take a timeout right along with them, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Kahawks leading 22-13. 6:41 left to play here in this second quarter. In case you were wondering, JV team won. Boy, that was a low-scoring affair. It was 20-14 at halftime, 29-24 at the end of the third quarter. Collinsville was leading the whole way, and ended up being 49-40. Collinsville won. The JV Kahawks are now 4-1, and Jamari Weisinger in that game with 27 of the 49 points for Collinsville.
A lot of good things coming for Collinsville Kahawk basketball in the next several years. The sophomores are good, the freshmen are good, the 8th grade squad's laying it down this year, Todd.
Yeah, we've got a good program over there at the middle school. I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, the Swaggerts were on that team that won that state championship over there.
Yes, that's right. Coached by now football coach Colton Rhodes.
Yeah.
I was at that game.
Yeah. Collinsville gets another turnover. 5th one for O'Fallon. They get it up to Davis. Davis and company feeling all right about themselves right now. And then they're going to call what?
Oh, no.
What did he do?
Davis goes in between the legs. The O'Fallon guy falls over, and they call a push-off on Davis. Maybe I didn't see it.
I don't know.
Maybe he did.
I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Darin Lee didn't get upset, so maybe he did. I don't know.
He looks upset.
Yeah, he always
leans
looks
his
upset.
head back. He does. That's true.
I tell you what,
I think that's the face of the basketball coaches. That's that upset look all the time.
I think if O'Fallon continues to run with Collinsville, they're in trouble. They need to slow this game down.
Here's a pass outside to Mueller. Mueller bounces it back into Randolph. Randolph drives into the paint. No room. And a loose ball once again. This time Randolph holds on to it.
Oh, my.
Somehow or another. He got that to fall in.
He was triple teamed. Nicky Horace got the ball, and he spun around. Man, that's the strength, though, of that young man. I mean, that's a big, strong kid.
5.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Collinsville up by 7. Loose ball, and it is another whistle. They're going to call a foul against Remar.
I don't really like that either. I think
Remar will pick up his second. Yeah.
But one thing about Remar, you can't be yelling at the referee like that, young man. You just take it. He's going to have a seat on that. He got a little too excited. Here comes Franklin back in the game for the Kahawks.
Well, they're going to bring Remar back in right after that as well.
I think they like his size. I think he just needed a trip to the bench to calm down for about 10 seconds. and then
Mueller
get
at the
back
free
it.
throw line, misses, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. 22-15, the score stays. Over here to Franklin, who hit a big three-pointer a little while ago. Franklin at the half-court line, over to Swaggart. Swaggart in front of the scorer's table, directs traffic, and will switch places with Devin Davis. Bounces it just outside the lane to Remar. Remar trying to work his way in. Oh. What did they call? They called that a block, didn't they?
Did they?
I don't know.
couldn't tell.
That was a weird hand gesture that referee threw up there.
Yeah, well, Davis made a quick move. It looked like his elbow caught the defender, but the defender wasn't set.
Yeah. And right before that, Devin Davis looked like he took the ball to the face. Head snapped back. That foul is going to be handed out to Peyton Mueller. He'll pick up his first, team fifth, to the free throw line. Devin Davis, 1 for 2 from there.
I think Mueller's going to have a headache after that one.
Yeah, and Davis misses. Got to have these freebies, man.
That's why they call them free throws.
Freebies, man. It's given to you. Take it. It's free. No, I don't want it. There we go. It's 1 out of 2 again. Some things I will turn down if it's free. Here, man, want a free hairball? Nope. I'm good. Top of the key, it goes to Smith. Smith at the free throw line makes his move, but Nick Horace wouldn't let him get around, but he went over Nick anyway.
Yeah, that's a mismatch. I mean, Nicky Horace is outsized on that deal. Good heads-up play for O'Fallon, knowing they had a mismatch, and he just took Horace to the hole.
Somebody got a foul. That's Jalen Smith. He'll pick up his second. He's the first O'Fallon Panther with 2, and that is the team's 6th. Collinsville has already committed their 7th, so O'Fallon's already shooting 1-and-1s. Collinsville will do that on the next infraction. Here is Dayton Horace. He inbounds at the end of the scorer's table and does so to Devin Davis right at the bottom of the Kahok logo. Brings it toward the top. Cuts back over. Gives it to Horace. Horace over on the right wing. Back to the top of the key for Franklin. Over to Swaggart. Back to Franklin. Wide open for 3. He'll launch it and he'll hit it again.
Yes, sir.
He's feeling that.
You know, we're in familiar territory. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. Collinsville has a chance to make a statement here or let O'Fallon back in the game. We'll see what happens.
There's Jalen Smith over into the corner for Mueller, right in front of Coach Lee. Gives it up outside to Randolph. Randolph, baseline, and he's fouled by Remar. Remar looked like he got ball, but I'm a little bit far away from that location.
Hey, I like that, though, right? I mean, you either give the guy 2 points in the paint or you foul him and make him earn it from the line where he shoots, what'd you say, 30%?
33.3, and he's already missed 2, so that's gone down.
I'd put that guy on the line all night.
I would, too. And he misses the next one.
Looks like a good foul so far.
But Remar now has 3 fouls. That's not a good thing.
No, but Collinsville's bench is deep. We've got some size on the bench.
There's Randolph at the free throw line, ready for free throw shot number 4 from him here in this contest. And he gets the 4th one to fall in. And it's 26-18. Collinsville with the lead. Here is Swaggart. Swaggart moves himself over into the left wing and then back out toward midcourt. 4 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Swaggart at the top of the key has the ball knocked out of his hands, but it goes right to Matt Clark, and Clark was fouled, and Clark will go to the free throw line.
Boy, that couldn't have worked out better. Travion lost the ball. Clark, good heads-up play by Clark, being ready, and took advantage of that. And we'll see what he can do from the charity stripe.
Rennie Harris picks up his second foul for Matt Clark on the year. 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Not too many trips, but not too bad, and he sinks the first one.
He's good for one.
All the starters are now on the board with points.
Travion Swaggart with a big congratulations to Clark. These guys have been playing together for a long time.
Next one, and that's a little short, and the rebound. Swaggart tries to turn over Miller, and he puts the shot up, but couldn't get it to fall.
That could have been a walk.
And the next rebound belongs to O'Fallon, and they're going to get Devin Davis for his second foul.
Not a smart foul by Devin Davis. A, giving up a foul, B, knowing O'Fallon is in the bonus category. And you stop the clock and put a guy on the line with 3:47 left. In the
one more foul, and they'll be shooting 2. Double bonus time. Here is Peyton Mueller, who is already 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. Shot, no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring the ball back up court. Out rebounding O'Fallon right now, 12-8. Here is Dayton Horace. Horace in front of the O'Fallon bench. Looks for a little help. Finds it top of the key for Devin Davis. Davis goes. Paint.
Yes,
Points.
sir. Man, Devin Davis with a nice stutter step. Fakes the three. Goes again with a sweet left hand. Collinsville up 29-18.
3:15 left to play here in this second quarter. Here is Rennie Harris, and he throws it into Caleb Burton. Burton, I think it hit him in the chin. Bounced down, but he kept it. Off balance shot by Burton, and he finds a way to hit it anyway.
Yeah, nice runner. Here comes
Here's Franklin. Off the glass, can't get it to go, and now a foul. And they're going to call it against Swaggart.
Wow. My goodness, missed layup. Cost Collinsville, cost Travion a foul. That's going to put O'Fallon on the line.
That's adding insult to injury there.
Yeah, man, you've got a chance to extend the lead, you know. Seems like these last couple minutes of the first half, so crucial.
Here is Caleb Burton, the team's leading scorer. 29 of 41 on the year, 70% from the free throw line, so he's not bad. Logan Brown scores a goal for the Blues. Jeff Brown's kid. And the Blues are up 1-0 over Dallas.
Who's Jeff Brown?
Jeff Brown, old defenseman for the St. Louis Blues back in the day.
You know more about hockey than I do. Hey,
I'm older than you are.
I grew up in the cornfields and coal mines.
There you go.
I didn't know anything about hockey. I thought they played hockey in Canada.
Jeff Brown played on the same teams with Brett Hull.
Oh, wow.
Burton made both, and it's 29-22. Collinsville up by 7.
Man, that was a 4-point swing.
I know. Here is Swaggart. Swaggart drives and kicks it out to Franklin, and he travels. Or we have a foul again. Swaggart gets called for another foul. Got called for a charging foul as he cut across the lane.
Yeah.
And things are starting to backfire here for Collinsville.
After he passed the ball, he couldn't shut down the momentum.
There is a timeout on the floor, or what's going on?
A little conversation between the referee and Coach Muniz.
Well, it looks like there's a timeout on the floor, so we'll go ahead and take a timeout because somebody did. We'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville and Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 29-22. Collinsville with the lead, 2:45 left to play here in this second quarter.
Action-packed.
It's been a pretty good game thus far.
Here tonight, Todd.
Here is Burton. Burton moves it up just inside the perimeter and gives it to Harris. Harris trying to get into the paint, can't do it. Kicks it out to Mueller. He'll launch a three from the sideline. That tips over the far side of the rim, and the ball ends up out of bounds, and it'll belong to Collinsville.
Baby, looks like we got away with one there, but I will take it.
6th turnover for the O'Fallon Panthers. Kahawks bring it up. Here is Devin Davis. Davis works it up across the Kahawk logo. Looks at Franklin. Decides not to give it to him and gives it to Dayton Horace instead. Now Franklin with it in the slot. And Franklin bluffs a pass and gives it to Horace. Horace, free throw line, kicks it out. Davis for 3. Yes!
Yes, sir. Nice kick out by number 24, Dayton Horace. Good for an assist for a 3-point bucket for Collinsville.
Well, the 3-point buckets are looking pretty good.
That's a walk. Goodness.
They're all swishing the bottom of that net, too, man. There hasn't been one that rattled in yet tonight for Collinsville from 3-point land.
That was an NBA style move there.
Foul going to be handed out to Matt Clark. That'll be his second. And up at the free throw line, shooting 2 once again. Caleb Burton, probably the one person you don't want a foul on O'Fallon's team.
Yeah, and fouls could be an issue down the road with the way this game's playing out. It's not a big deal now, but you got some of our big guys with 2 fouls, 3 fouls. That could really play down the road.
Burton now 3 for 3 from the free throw line after making that one.
Sophomore Nick Horace into the game for the Kahawks, replacing number 32, Matt Clark.
Another one by Burton. This one he misses. Rebound belongs to Dayton Horace. He'll give it up to Devin Davis. Davis crosses the line, gives it up to Swaggart. Swaggart deep over on the right wing. Swaggart dribbles, kicks it back out to Dayton Horace. Over to his brother Nick. And Nick drives, and he is fouled big time. That reach in smacked him right in the thigh from Caleb Randolph, and I'm betting when you get hit by Randolph, you know it.
Yeah, you don't want Randolph on Nick Horace. Nick is quick. He's crafty. He just made a quick move, and he drew that foul and earned himself a trip to the free throw line. Big, smart heads-up play by the sophomore, number 3, Nick Horace.
8th foul for O'Fallon, so Nick Horace, who comes in shooting 5 of 7 as he steps to the line for the first time, and he hits the first one.
That is Dominic Anthony. We refer to him as Nicky Tony.
Oh, yeah?
That's Nicky Tony
Hey,
Horace.
Nicky.
That's right. Hey, Nicky.
Yo, Tony.
That's right.
There is Zach Chambers coming into the game. There's a little bit of height for you.
I was actually thinking we'd see this to keep our big guys out of foul trouble. I was hoping.
6'7" sophomore. He's got the size, that's for sure.
Oh, he's a house.
I told you, Weisinger had 27 in that JV win. The next in line was Chambers with 7. Rebound belongs to O'Fallon after the next missed free throw, and out to Burton, and then to the top of the key, Whitfield, over into the corner, and then to the free throw line. It goes to Jalen Jay into the game for the first time. Another rebound and a putback by Burton.
Gave up an offensive board for 2. That's a huge bucket for O'Fallon with a minute left in the second quarter.
Burton now has 9 points on the night. Here is Dayton Horace trying to get past Burton. He does so, and then over into the corner, behind the back pass to himself. He loses control of the ball.
That's a kick.
Now the ball on the ground, and it's picked up by O'Fallon. And on the move is Looning into the corner. 3-point shot, and that one's good. All of a sudden, O'Fallon Panthers are feeling it, getting hot.
What'd I say with a couple minutes left?
35 seconds to go. There's a little floater that won't go in for Wilkinson.
It's a push-off
and
on 23.
we're going to have a foul against Burton.
Man, Coach Muniz is upset. That was obvious.
Burton will pick up his second.
Burton shoved Nicky Horace right in the back. No question about that. Great call by Darren Hendrickson.
9th foul for O'Fallon, so 1-and-1 time for Horace, who just hit 1 of 2. Horace hits it.
Nicky Tony makes good on the freebies.
We've had 5 attempts at 2 shots at the free throw line, and everybody's hit 1 of 2. How about we turn the tables a little bit here, Nicky Tony?
I like it. Speak it into existence, Todd.
Oh,
no,
we'll
sir.
Go. Rebound
You just
belongs
had
to
to open your
O'Fallon.
mouth.
I know. I tried, man. I tried. Here's Caleb Burton. We're down to 25 seconds left in this first half. Collinsville up 34-28. O'Fallon would like to trim that before they head to the locker rooms. Burton at the center court logo directing traffic. Moves forward in the slot, kicks it over onto the right wing for Whitfield. Into the corner for Mueller. Back out to Whitfield and back out to Burton. Burton over to Whitfield. Whitfield now in that right side corner. Bounce pass into the perimeter. Turnaround shot by Mueller. No good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. They bring it up at the buzzer. That's too high, and it goes over the backboard, and that is the way that the second quarter comes to a close. Collinsville leads 34-28. We will take a break, come back, and give you the first half stats and recap the first half. And we'll do all that and more coming up here in just a little while on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium on Main Street in Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz. And classic rock, it's always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl by the hundreds, plus new releases by new artists as well as reissues by classic artists. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's Record Emporium. There, you can test out all the latest in audio gear, from top-of-the-line speakers to the latest in new turntables, plus amps, streamers, and all of the accessories like needles, belts, and more. While you're there, check out the music-related wall art, as well as t-shirts, record cleaners, and so much more. Plus, if you can't find it at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Come check out Collinsville's only record store, Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in beautiful uptown Collinsville, 618-795-1333, online, richesrecordemporium.com.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place World Champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahok Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or an RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, and they vacuum every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 977-1224 or visit Extreme Details at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details. Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
And we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Here's a look at your first half stats. Leading scorer in this one is Caleb Burton from O'Fallon. He has 12 points. After that for the Panthers, Caleb Randolph with 5 points, 4 points each for Rennie Harris and Jalen Smith, and then 3 points for Tyler Looning. Collinsville is being led in points by Devin Davis and his 11. Deontay Franklin has knocked down 8 off of the bench. Trey Swaggart with 6, 4 for Nick Horace, 2 each for Jake Wilkinson and Adam Remar, and 1 on the board for Matt Clark. Rebounds, Collinsville's winning that battle as well, 14-11. Turnovers, O'Fallon has committed 6, Collinsville has committed 4. From the lines, each team has taken 6 three-point shots. Collinsville has hit 3, while O'Fallon has hit 2, and each team is shooting 50% from the free throw line. Collinsville is 5 of 10, while O'Fallon is 6 of 12. It was 15-11 after 1 quarter of play. Collinsville had a 4-point lead, and parlayed that into a 6-point lead by adding on a couple more points after outscoring O'Fallon 19-17 in that second quarter. One more break coming your way, and then we'll be back with some more basketball action for you, and that'll be coming up here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey with you. 34-28 our halftime score. Collinsville in the lead. You know, I come packed with some history lessons. O'Fallon, that was the first school Collinsville ever played in program history. November 15th, 1907 in O'Fallon. Collinsville lost that game 7-6 on a walk-off home run. I'm sorry, I don't even know. The two schools, they didn't mean as much after that 7-6 basketball game, man.
Seriously?
1907.
They had peach baskets?
I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
Were you there?
I was not there. No. Recently, the last 20 years, Collinsville is 13-32 against O'Fallon. So the O'Fallon Panthers have kind of had their way with Collinsville in the recent history books.
It's hard to believe as successful as Collinsville's been.
I know. All right, we are underway in quarter number 3. Collinsville with the lead and the ball. Here is Horace. Nick under the basket, waits, and has the ball ripped right out of his hands. And Jalen Smith can't believe he's going to get called for a foul. He just ripped that ball right out of his hands, but must have touched some part of the body.
I wasn't down there, but hard for me to believe as well. Little correction, thank you to my friend Coach Tom King. Colton Rhodes had the 2024s when they made their state run at CMS. Coach Doug Kirk coached the state champion 2022s.
That was a miss by Nick Horace, and both teams went 50% from the free throw line in the first half, so let's try to continue that. In order to keep that trend up, you got to hit this one. Last time Horace hit the first one, missed the second.
Again,
there we go.
50% from the free throw strike?
Yep. Collinsville was 5 of 10. O'Fallon was 6 of 12.
My goodness.
35-28 is our score. And here is Harris. Drives, 2 points.
Yeah, no help side defense out of Collinsville. Easy layup for Harris. Here comes Devin Davis for the Kahawks.
5-point lead for the Kahawks. Davis on the wing. Gives it up deeper into the wing for Wilkinson. Into the corner now for Devin Davis. Davis looks to drive, no room, kicks it out front. Trey Swaggart thought about the 4, pulled it back down. Now we go back into the corner for Nick Horace. Now over on the right wing for Swaggart. Swaggart gets the ball back from Matt Clark.
Yeah, this is the game that O'Fallon wants to play, I think. I think running with Collinsville was a mistake in the first half. You got to think Coach Muniz told them, slow it down, play your half-court game, and make Collinsville score from the perimeter.
There is a drive in from the perimeter from Swaggart. And Collinsville back out front by 7.
Yeah, good read by Trey Swaggart.
Harris fires the ball over in front of his bench to Smith. Back over inside to Randolph. Kick it back outside. Here is a shot and 3 for Looning, excuse me.
That was a nice shot. He had a hand in his face. Actually pretty decent defense. Coach Lee's upset, but not much you can do about that.
There is Clark. Into the corner for Davis. Davis drives baseline. Underneath, takes the shot. And the rebound belongs to O'Fallon. Panthers bring it back up. Here's Jalen Smith. Smith.
That's a walk.
Drives up and a foul instead of a walk.
On the other end of the court, the referee signaled a block with his hand and didn't blow the whistle. We come back this way.
That dude's got some hand signals I've never seen before.
He literally signaled a block and didn't blow his whistle, which is fine. But it was just kind of funny.
That is the 4th foul on Matt Clark. When did he get up to 4?
I'm telling you, fouls could be a big deal later in this game. You might have to see some younger players from Collinsville come on the floor later if this keeps up.
Dayton Horace and Adam Remar check into the game. Swaggart and Clark to the bench. At the free throw line, already missed 1, is Jalen Smith, who came in at 12 of 17 on the year, 70% from the line. And he'll miss both of them, so now O'Fallon's under 50% in their free throws. Collinsville picks up the rebound. Here comes Devin Davis. Davis moves the ball across the timeline with 6 minutes left to play here in quarter number 3. Over to Nick Horace, who gets the ball over to Wilkinson. At the free throw line, what a nice pass that was. Dayton Horace had a hot potato. He just touched the ball for a second and flipped it over to Davis.
It was nice and good defense by O'Fallon. That should have been a layup, and they cut that off.
And Remar has the ball taken out of his hands, and O'Fallon will bring it back up out of the backcourt. Here is Caleb Burton. Burton, leading scorer in the half. 3-point shot on the way. That one's too short. And Collinsville pulls the rebound down. Devin Davis does. Kahawks bring it back up. Here's Nick Horace at the free throw line. He'll take a shot from there, and he'll get it to fall.
Nice little carom off the board. Nice stop and pop by sophomore number 3, Nick Horace.
I'm sure he's just happy to hit a ball from the free throw line. He's 3 of 6, so now he's got one from the free throw line that counts as 2.
Andy Horace, I hope you're listening. You are going to love that.
There's a foul on the play after Randolph went up. Adam Remar saying, hey, man, I had my hands up. He's trying to explain it to the referee, and the referee's like, well,
not going to do you any good.
I'm not going to reverse my call, kid.
Not going to do you any good. And here we go again with a big guy from Collinsville with another foul.
1 of 4 for Mr. Randolph in the first half from the free throw line. That's a high arcing ball, and it finds its way in.
Darin Lee giving Darren Hendrickson the business, and he says, hey, I didn't make the call. Right?
Yeah, but he's your buddy.
Darin Lee knows, though, that our big guys are in trouble right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he can see the future.
That's a miss, and the ball out of bounds. Collinsville will get it.
I would almost bring Zach Chambers in just to fill some minutes. There's 5 minutes left in the third quarter here.
Oh, yeah. Across the line it goes to Dayton Horace. Horace travels from the sideline to the middle, gives it up, and here is a three-pointer that's off of the hands of Wilkinson. No good, and the rebound is then whistled.
Well, you don't see Wilkinson take that shot very often.
No, you do not.
I mean, not a lot of half-court offense. He gets the ball.
Franklin was hot from the three-point stripe in that second quarter. Bring him back in right now, as well as Travion.
We got
Swagger.
7 guys on the court.
Yeah, well, there goes
now we
Dayton
got
Horace,
6.
and there is Remar.
Now we got 5.
Inbound pass comes in to Rennie Harris. Harris across the line, over on the right side. To Randolph at the top of the key. He'll hand the ball back off to Harris. Knocked out of his hands by Swaggart, but Harris picked it up. And now over to Looning. Top of the key for Randolph. Randolph, he drives, he shoots, and he can't make it. Rebound this time belongs to Collinsville. And Jake Wilkinson gets it up to Nick Horace. Horace over to Wilkinson again for 3, and this one's in.
Hey, I like that. A shooter misses, take another one. Good for 3 points. Jake Wilkinson.
7-point lead once again for Collinsville. Here is Harris. To Caleb, one of the Calebs, and now to Jalen Smith. Smith at the free throw line gets double teamed. That means Franklin's open, and Deontay Franklin is going to run right into the back of Caleb Randolph.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Lee's upset. Good foul by Franklin. Put that guy at the line. Great show of sportsmanship by Travion Swaggart, helping the O'Fallon offensive player up from the hardwood.
Third foul in the quarter for Collinsville. O'Fallon only has 1. Back to the free throw line. Caleb Randolph just hit 1 of 2 from there a moment ago. And gets another one to.
Well, he put some arch on that ball.
He does, man.
That almost made it to the rafters. But from a physics standpoint, the more arch you have, the more surface area on the inside of the rim the ball has to go in the bucket.
Okay. Science lesson brought to you by Dr. Chris McCluskey and Chiropractic Works.
My father was a physics instructor, and that is true.
Collinsville gets the rebound, and they'll bring it back up. Here is Devin Davis. Davis, we're halfway through quarter number 3. Collinsville up by 6, 41-35. Over to Wilkinson on the wing, into the corner for Swagger. Swagger looks, dribbles, into the perimeter, and then backs himself back out. Now he moves forward into the paint, takes the shot.
Oh!
Nice move by Travion Swaggart.
Oh, man. He knew he had a mismatch. He did a nice crossover.
I think Rayshawn Taylor taught him that. Here is Jalen Smith. Smith hands the ball off to Harris. Harris works himself over onto the left wing. Back to the top of the key for Looning. Looning over on the far side for Smith. Jalen Smith in a little trouble, so he gives the ball up to Caleb Burton, and Burton from the front of the free throw line takes the shot, can't get it to go. Swaggart pulls down the rebound, and the Kahawks work the ball back up court. Here's Devin Davis, almost stutter stepped there in the backcourt. And a head fake. Oh, what a move by Devin Davis.
Coast to coast, number 23, Devin Davis. That's good for a timeout from O'Fallon.
O'Fallon calls a timeout as a 30-second timeout, so we'll take it right along with him. Back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net, and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 10-point lead for your Collinsville Kahawks, 45-35. Exactly 3 minutes left on the clock here in quarter number 3. Glad that you're with us here. Christmas shopping season coming to a close, man. You ready? You got everything done?
Haven't started.
Haven't started. Boy, you better get going.
A little bit.
All right, I'm finished. I'm happy to say I'm finished. Got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in school, and then off for 12 days. Can't wait.
I'll get going tomorrow.
Here's Harris into the corner at the top of the key now for Smith. Smith back over to Harris. Harris runs from the corner to the free throw line, shadowed by Swaggart the whole way. Swaggart is not giving up any ground, and he caused that travel by Rennie Harris. Nice job, Travion Swaggart.
Yeah, Harris lost the ball. I'm kind of surprised at the travel call. Oh, no.
Got the ball on a turnover, and you turned it right back over to him.
I mean, he's got Devin Davis right here, the point guard. He got a little overzealous, but hey, that's basketball. Collinsville's going to have to bring out their half-court defense with 2.5 left in the third.
Here is Caleb Burton, top of the key over under the wing, or excuse me, the corner for Mueller. Mueller just outside the lane for Smith. Smith trying to back his way in, turn around, fade away, won't go. Swaggart with the rebound, so that turnover didn't hurt.
Yeah, nice help by Swaggart, you know. Nicky Horse is on a mismatch. Swaggart comes over and helps out.
There is Swaggart over on the right wing. As we approach 2 minutes left to play here in this third quarter, Swaggart passes the ball back to Nick Horace while he was falling down. Now Horace dumps it off to Franklin. Franklin in front of his bench, gets double teamed, gives it up for Wilkinson. He drives, takes a shot, can't get it to go, but young Mr. Wilkinson will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, a lot of front court pressure out of O'Fallon all of a sudden, and if you can withstand that, a lot of times you'll get an open path to the hoop, and that's what Mr. Wilkinson did, and he gets a chance for 2 from the charity stripe.
His first trip to the charity stripe as a varsity player this year. Foul on Mueller, by the way, and there you go. Let's see if Jake Wilkinson can show everybody how to do this.
Todd.
Well, I'm going to show you how to hit both of them. We've already shown everybody how to hit one.
You had to say it again. Here we go.
Rebound belongs to O'Fallon. Panthers bring it up. That was almost a travel, and that is going to be
he calls a block.
Blocking foul, and that's going to go against Wilkinson. Thought for a moment there it looked like Burton was traveling as he came through the lane.
You would have thought, but they just don't call travels when they're driving to the hoop these days. It seems like ever since they invented the term Euro step, you know, you can take like Euro steps.
Yeah. Here is Caleb Burton, went 3 of 4 in the first half from the free throw line and starts this half off by missing his first one. He's upset with himself.
Well, he walked all the way to the baseline.
Walked all the way underneath the basket.
Darren Hendrickson looked at him like, where are you going,
Where are you going, man? You're not finished. 1:48 to play here in this third quarter. 46-35 Collinsville. And the second one is good for Caleb Burton. And it's a 10-point game once again. Collinsville with the lead. Here is Devin Davis. Davis moves the ball up across the timeline, has Whitfield shadowing him the whole way. Into the corner it goes for Wilkinson. Wilkinson bluffs a move, kicks it back out to Travion Swaggart. Swaggart in front of the scorer's table. Now at the top of the key, lost control of the ball. And here comes Burton. And Burton has enough time, and he'll make sure that he gets the easy bucket instead of going for the flashy dunk.
Yeah, too much dribbling. If you're going to get front court pressure, you got to pass the basketball, folks.
There is Franklin to Swaggart. Back outside, Travion for 3. Rattles but won't fall. And Collinsville gets the rebound. Nicely done over there by Nick Horace.
Nice hustle by Nick Horace. I'm almost thinking you pass the ball. Well,
now we're going to have a foul against Jalen Smith. And that'll be his third. And the Panthers now have 3 team fouls. Collinsville with 4 of those, and we're under a minute to go.
I mean, with an 8-point lead, I'm almost looking to pass the ball and run this clock for the end of this quarter.
There is Swaggart back at the midcourt stripe. He gets double teamed and gives it to Wilkinson. He had a little bit of room and then stopped his dribble.
He walked too. He slid.
Probably. Oh, there's a shot that won't make it, and then it's knocked out of Devin Davis's hands. And Davis will go to the free throw line.
They call that a shooting foul?
They did.
We'll take it.
Donnie Whitfield will pick up his first foul. Back to the free throw line, Devin Davis. He went 2 of 4 from the line in the first half.
Of course he did.
Well,
Everybody
50%.
shoots 50%.
Everybody, you shoot 50%. You shoot 50%. We all shoot 50%. Davis is going to make this one.
Not a word.
Shut
Oh,
up. Davis
you
is going to
did
make
it
this
again.
one. Watch. Davis is going to make this one. I have trust in him.
Here we go, folks.
Told you.
Oh, you did it. You got one, Todd.
If I would have missed that one, I'm going to wait for people to go up on the chat line and go, shut up, Duke.
You're 1 for 15 on the night.
I hear you. Here's Looning. He backs it back out, gives it up to Whitfield for 3, and that one's good. Whitfield's first points of the night. And Collinsville trying to force the issue. 23 seconds left. Slow it down and take the last shot. Here is Davis.
Agree.
Collinsville up by 7. Davis.
You know, the 3-point ball.
And Davis will drive in, take the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to O'Fallon. They bring it back up with 5 seconds left. Here's Whitfield, and he takes the shot, can't get it to go. Kicked outside, and a 3-point shot. Good by Burton right before the buzzer sounds, and this game went from a 10-point lead to a 4-point lead. Collinsville leads 48-44 at the end of the third quarter, and we'll be back to tell you all about the fourth quarter in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey along with you. We've got a good one here. It's a 4-point game. Collinsville with a 4-point lead after being outscored in that third quarter, 16-14. That's the first quarter Collinsville's been outscored in this game.
Yeah, I said with a minute left, we might want to hold the ball for the last shot, up 10 points. We failed to do so, and all of a sudden they cut it to a 4-point lead. At any rate, this is going to be a great finish here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium.
Should be. Outside to Randolph. Randolph is triple teamed. That leaves Looning wide open for 3. And just like that, it's a 1-point game.
O'Fallon really living on the 3-point buckets here tonight at Virgil Fletcher. They are on fire.
Now we're going to have a foul, and that one's going to go against Rennie Harris. That'll be his third, much to the chagrin of the O'Fallon fans in attendance. Into 2 periods over at Enterprise Center. Blues have a 2-0 lead.
I think he had his hands on the ball. Devin Davis fell down, which probably garnered the foul.
It's all about optics, man. Here is Nick Horace. He splits right past a couple of defenders, then loses the ball himself. It's on the ground, and it's picked up, and then a foul by Nick Horace as he tried to poke the ball out of Harris's hands, and things are getting a little out of hand here, folks. Hate to say it.
Well, it's, momentum shift,
oh, yeah,
right?
Big time.
I'm telling you, with a minute left in the third period, you're in the driver's seat, and you kind of let O'Fallon take you out of your game. They make a couple big shots, but we'll see what both teams are made of here in the fourth quarter.
Here is Caleb Burton. Burton glides his way over onto the right wing, dumps it off into the perimeter for Randolph. Randolph dribble drives outside of the lane. Nowhere to move, and he'll hand the ball off. Burton with a little pop drop, and O'Fallon has their first lead since very early in the first quarter.
O'Fallon can't miss.
49-48, Panthers up by 1. And there is another loose ball, and
timeout, Collinsville.
Jump ball called.
Coach Lee, get a timeout. Let's go.
Jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville, and now the Kahawks will take a timeout.
You darn right we'll take a timeout.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they needed a timeout. So we will step aside as well as soon as I find out whether it's a 30 or a 60 here. Put the ball down and tell me what, thank you. 60-second timeout, so we will be back in just a little bit here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Kahawks find themselves trailing by 1 with 7 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville brings it up. Coach Lee's timeout. We'll see if it pays off as he tries to settle his troops down. Here is Devin Davis at the free throw line to Nick Horace. Give and go. Swagger off the glass. Can't get it to fall. And there's a travel. But I think we're going to have a foul before the travel was called.
Baby.
That one's going to go against Caleb Burton. Burton's going to pick up his third. O'Fallon fans are livid. Well, they're going to call it against Randolph. So Randolph, his third.
The Collinsville's got to start making layups. That was an easy layup for Trey Swagger. He missed it. Great hustle by Collinsville for the offensive board. They get the ball back.
Here is Wilkinson. He gives it over to Nick Horace. Kahawks will be going to the line on the next O'Fallon foul. That was O'Fallon's 6th. Over to Wilkinson in front of his bench. And a move on a steal attempt, but Matt Clark gets it. Another layup miss.
Another missed layup.
And here comes O'Fallon after the rebound. Here is Caleb Burton. O'Fallon with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, there's an old saying, layups and free throws win and lose basketball games.
Over to Burton. Bounce pass to Randolph. Randolph just outside the lane. Turn around, take the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound back to Franklin. He'll put it back up and in.
Man, missed shot. Failed to box out. Almost another turnover by Collinsville.
3-point lead now for the O'Fallon Panthers. Here is Travion Swaggart. Swaggart dumps it off into the corner. Nick Horace for 3. Yes!
Big shot by sophomore Nick Horace to tie the game at 51. Here comes Rennie Harris and the O'Fallon Panthers.
Harris at the top of the key. Tries to spin around. Wilkinson, he's trapped and has to get rid of the ball. He does so out front to Burton. Into the corner for Harris. Bounce pass to Randolph. Randolph just outside the lane. Tries to bull his way through. Matt Clark, did you see that? He lowered his head and ran right into Clark's stomach.
Sure did. Matt Clark wasn't giving up an inch of ground to big number 32. Here comes Kahawks for the tie score.
Collinsville with the ball, and here is Clark from about 12 feet out. Skips across the rim, and a foul called just as Swaggart went up with the rebound. That one might go against Caleb Burton.
I think it
will.
Did.
Yeah, he'll pick up his third. Team 7th, so it's 1-1 time now for Collinsville.
Clark got a little excited with that jump shot.
A little too excited.
Oh, man.
Skipped it right across the rim.
I don't think that's the shot we want
I don't
right
think
now.
he was expecting himself to be that wide open.
Woo.
Devin Davis at the free throw line.
Well, the good news is if we want anybody at the line, it's probably Devin Davis or Nick Horace. So
he just went 2 for 2 his last trip to the line. First one, good. He'll stay for a bonus.
Yeah, nice soft touch. Rims around, good for a bucket.
Back to a 1-point lead here for the Kahawks. Davis launches his second. Both good. 4 for his last 4 from the free throw line. Collinsville back out front by 2.
We're trading in 50% for 100%.
That's right. That's what we're doing.
Speak it into existence.
That's right. Here is Caleb Burton. Burton, top of the key, into the paint. Dishes the ball into the Whitfield corner, and Whitfield can't get it to fall, and the rebound belongs to Devin Davis.
Man, nice physical play by Davis to get that rebound. Here comes Nicky Horace.
Nice move to get past Smith. Dumps it off underneath Wilkinson, and it goes to Swaggart. Swaggart's fouled on his way up. So Travion will head to the free throw line. This one is also going to go against Caleb Burton, and all of a sudden, the leading scorer has picked up his 4th foul.
Man, a lot of hustle out of the Kahawks here tonight.
They only have missed 3. I just thought he committed his 3rd one. Oh, well. Here is Travion Swagger. Believe it or not, this is Travion's first trip to the free throw line tonight. He comes in at 11 for 21 on the year and rolls that one right off the rim.
Yeah, it looked good and just kind of caromed in and out.
Rolled across the front of the rim and then hit the back of the rim and came back out. Swagger gets the next one, and Collinsville is back up by 3. 4:40 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Here comes Caleb Burton. Burton crosses the timeline, over onto the wing, bounces it to the top of the key for Smith. Smith makes his move in the paint. Swagger right behind him, and a foul going to be handed out to Travion.
Yeah, pretty good move by Burton. Swagger had pretty good defense. You know, that stop and pop jump shot, it's easy to get a little body contact. And good heads-up play by Burton. Let's see what he can do from the line.
Jalen Smith at the line, 0 for 2 tonight.
Oh, it's
good.
Smith. My apologies. It's Smith.
Rennie Harris checks back into the game for O'Fallon. Franklin back in for Collinsville. Back at the free throw line, Jalen Smith trying to bring his team back to within 1. And it's a little short. Collinsville with the rebound. So the Kahawks want to extend their lead. Swagger motions Davis over. Davis takes the pass. Begins his move up court with 4:20 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Devin Davis gives to Swagger. Swagger back at the line, and that one's knocked out of bounds by Burton.
Man, ill-advised path. We got to know there's 4 minutes left. Got to take care of the basketball. We got to look for good shots. O'Fallon's extending their defense out into the front court, so we're going to have to take care of the basketball. That's a foul.
Yeah, you think? I thought the same thing.
Another one.
Man, getting away with all kinds of stuff. Clark under the basket. Can't get it to fall, man.
Another
These
missed
easy layups are just not falling in.
3 missed layups by Collinsville, and then when we missed the layup, we turn around and commit a foul.
That one's going to go against Matt Clark, and Matt Clark is just fouled out of this game. Adam Remar will come in. Back to the free throw line is Mr. Randolph.
Layups and free throws, Todd. Layups and free throws. Hopefully we can make good on some down the stretch and close this game out. Would be a big conference victory for the Kahawks.
And no good. Collinsville with another rebound. So Randolph continues his struggles from the free throw line. Collinsville at the top of the key. Davis dumps it off in the corner. 3-point shot, Nick Horace. Yes,
sir! Sophomore, number 3, Nick Horace.
Second in a row for Horace from the same spot. 57-52. Collinsville back out front by 5. Here's Harris, top of the key for Smith. We're down to 3:35 left to play. Here in this 4th quarter, there's a steal by Davis. And
it's a
then
walk. That should be a walk.
Timeout called by O'Fallon.
Yeah. Darin Lee says he walked.
I think he did too. 30-second timeout. We'll be back in just about that time here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, got a good one going on here. The leading scorers in this game are also the leading scorers for their teams in the season. Devin Davis has 17 points. He came in leading Collinsville with 94. Caleb Burton, he has 20 points. He came in leading his team with 111. There's a three-point shot by Burton, and he nails it. Burton, his second three here in this game tonight. 2-point lead for Collinsville. Across the line it goes to Nick Horace. Horace slows it down, gives it up to Devin Davis. Davis at the midcourt stripe, makes his move, top of the key, gives it up to Franklin. Franklin over on the wing. Dribbles with the right hand, gives it up now for Davis. Davis back over on the near side sideline. We're under 3 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. 2-point contest. Here is Swaggart. Swaggart gets bumped into by Smith, no call.
Yeah, and he kind of hooked him. He kind of got away with one there.
Here is Swaggart making his move in the paint, and the C's part for Swaggart, and he has a nice easy layup that this one finally falls.
He makes good on a layup. Nice drive by Travion Swaggart. Let's see what our half-court defense can come up with.
There is Burton. He flies in and tries a one-hand underhand shot, but that's no good, and a foul coming up. Going to be handed out to Devin Davis. Davis picks up his third. Each team now with 8 fouls. And that will send Caleb Burton back to the line. Burton is 4 of 6 from the charity stripe in this contest. And he misses.
I'll tell you what, with all the fouls, his last 4 minutes is a marathon.
Yes, it is. It'll be a slow marathon. Well, not that there's anything a fast marathon. I don't know. It's not a speed race. It's a marathon.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't either. That's not my thing. Next one, and that one rattles and then finally falls in for Burton. So Collinsville with a 3-point lead. Jake Wilkinson checks back into the game for Adam Remar. Collinsville inbound, and they get it to Franklin. Franklin will hand the ball off to Devin Davis. He got double teamed quickly, but then everybody peeled off, so Davis brings the ball up court, dumped into the corner for Swaggart. Swaggart on the far side, he's double teamed, and he comes through the paint, takes an off-balance shot,
baby,
and gets that one to fall. 61-56. 2:05 left to play here in this fourth quarter, and now we're going to have a foul called against Davis when Burton, kind of just ran right into him.
Yeah, man, I guess I can see why you call that, but it's sort of a junk call.
Fourth foul against Davis.
Burton just ran right into him.
Sure did. Burton just went 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Darin Lee's telling Davis, get out of the way.
And another miss. Collinsville with the rebound.
Now you hold the basketball, right?
For a while. And Swaggart gets pushed from behind and no call. And Coach Lee says, I want a timeout.
Good idea. Good idea.
Another 30-second timeout called by Coach Lee. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 1:56 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville inbounds the ball. They give to Davis. Davis brings it up court. Collinsville, they have a 5-point lead. Here is Travion Swaggart. He gets triple teamed and finds a way out of it with a sling pass to Wilkinson. Wilkinson all the way out to Horace, and then Horace back to Swaggart. Swaggart all the way back at midcourt, makes his move, gives to Wilkinson. Up underneath, a shot by Davis, but Wilkinson apparently stepped out of bounds.
Man, good ball handling by Collinsville, and then you turn the ball over by stepping out of bounds. Ugh.
95 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Caleb Burton. Collinsville leads by 5. At the free throw line for Smith. Over onto the wing, Harris. His three-point shot falls a little short. Looning puts it back and gets 2.
On an offensive rebound, all of a sudden a 5-point game's a 3-point game with 1:20 left. Collinsville needs to take care of the ball and get a good shot here.
Well, he stopped in the backcourt, did Swagger. Thought he was going to be in trouble for a minute, and then Wilkinson almost got tripped up by Mueller. Here is Devin Davis. He gets double teamed at the free throw line. Wilkinson up underneath. There's a nice easy bucket. Nick Horace is paying dividends tonight, folks. 1 minute to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is Caleb Burton. Burton dribbles, drives, free throw line. Smacks Davis in the face and gets away with it. And it's a three-point contest once again. 52.6 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. We'll keep it here for this timeout. Man, this is some exciting stuff. This reminds me of 2 years ago when Kawan Smith won with a three-pointer down the other end of the court.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Heavy drama here tonight. Both teams showing good grit, good hustle. O'Fallon a little bit guilty of too much front court pressure, giving up layups. If Collinsville would have made, half of our layups, we wouldn't be where we are here, but we've made a couple big ones. You're right, Nick Horace paying dividends tonight.
Especially here in this fourth quarter. He's paying dividends, but a lot of those missed layups came in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they did. They really did. We've had some good looks at the bucket. Man, what can you say? Great ball game.
Sure is.
Pretty decent crowd here in attendance.
Collinsville's back at it tomorrow, too, by the way. They're here to face Metro East Lutheran at 4:30 in the afternoon. We do not have that game for you. We don't have another game that involves your boys' basketball team until the tournament starts.
Well, I'm excited about that tournament. I just heard today that one of our hospitality sponsors is Uncle Lenny's.
Nice.
From Pontoon Beach, so we'll have some great food provided by Mr. Lindy out at Uncle Lenny's. Much appreciative.
We know that Ron McGee will be here catering one of those days as well at
As
Cafe
always.
Agape.
Great Kahok supporter.
Awesome food, too. Especially the breakfast he brought in that one time. That was good stuff.
Here
is Devin Davis. He gets it across to Franklin. Over to Swaggart. Swaggart almost traveled and double dribbled. Spin move, and we're going to have a foul. And this one looks like it's going to go against Jalen Smith. Nope. It's going to go against Peyton Mueller.
Man, I tell you, Swaggart behind the back. Spin move. All kinds of fancy.
I don't remember what button that is on the controller on the PlayStation. It's an X or the...
Oh, man, he's making me nervous.
Swaggart at the free throw line. 1 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight.
You don't say.
42.1 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, that's the theme of the night, didn't you know? They didn't tell you that? It's not in the program? Dayton Horace will check back into the game for Wilkinson, and the Horace brothers will hang out in the backcourt together. Meanwhile, Travion Swaggart, he is shooting 2, I think. Nope, just 1, and he makes it, so now he's shooting 2.
Man, that's a big bucket right there.
Sure is. 4-point lead.
Makes it a 2-possession game and a chance to make it a 5-point lead.
Swaggart launches the next one, and that one's good as well. Nicely done by the senior, Travion Swaggart.
Told you we were trading in 50 for 100.
Collinsville trying to handle Fallon, their first loss of the year. Panthers came into this at 9-0 on the year and 3-0 in conference play.
Go get that ball.
Here is Burton. He picks the ball up. Clock continues to move. Here is Whitfield. Whitfield backs it out to Burton. Burton at the top of the key. Travels.
Oh, no!
How are you going to call that? He walked. So you didn't see the walk, but you saw the push in the back that was created by the walk.
He walked a mile.
Dayton Horace picks up his second, team 10th, so Burton at the free throw line shooting 2.
That is incredible. Hopefully the basketball gods make good on this one.
Burton misses again.
There it is.
He came in 70%, and here in this second half,
he does not deserve to be at that line. That was
6 shots from the free throw line here in the second half, and he's hit 2. He's about to throw up number 7.
We just need either a defensive rebound here, or if he makes it, we need to take care of the basketball and secure this victory.
He does make it.
Full court press by O'Fallon.
4-point lead for Collinsville. Here is Swaggart. Swaggart gets fouled by Whitfield on his way up.
Yeah, Whitfield wanting a push off. Travion is using that forearm quite a bit, but we get the defensive foul.
All right, Swaggart back at the free throw line. 32.2 seconds left. Swaggart up there shooting 2. That was the 10th team foul, and he makes good on the first one.
Well, he's come up big with these free throws here late in the game, Todd. I mean, these are huge buckets he's making from the charity stripe.
5-point lead. You get another one of these, and that'll force O'Fallon to have to hit 2 3-pointers in 30 seconds, and that's exactly what he does.
Man, 4 for 4 late in the game. Collinsville, no foul. Just sit back, no foul.
There's a 3-point try by Burton, but he missed it
That
completely.
should do it. That should do it.
And a foul on the other end. 24.6 seconds left. Collinsville will have yet another free throw participant.
Yeah, that'll put Nick Horace on the line. Traditionally a great free throw shooter.
Horace. He's had an all right time from the free throw line tonight. Well, 50%, 3 of 6. But that's all right. I said all right time. There you go.
Hey, we're making them when it counts, right?
That's exactly right.
And we're 5 for our last 5, I think.
We were warming up to get to this point where we just hit all of them.
And really, look, you take those 5 buckets away, all of a sudden, you know, it's a 2-point game.
Yep, this time he gets both. Nicely done at the end of this game by Horace and Swaggart, going 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Here's a dribble drive. Collinsville picks up the
That's
rebound.
ball game, Todd.
Swaggart brings it across the line, and he is fouled by Burton. And Caleb Burton will pick up his 4th with 14.3 left. And yes, Collinsville up by 8. This game is all but over.
Man, what a gutsy performance by your Kahok basketball team. They were challenged. What was it, a 1-point disadvantage here in the fourth quarter?
Yep. And the O'Fallon Panthers hadn't had a lead until the beginning of the first quarter. Swaggart continues his hot streak from the free throw line. And Collinsville hits the 70-point mark.
Well, so much for O'Fallon's stellar defense this year. Collinsville just put a hole in that.
Swaggart misses the second one, gets his own rebound.
What a hustle.
And Collinsville just needs to hold on to the ball. Here is Dayton Horace. Horace will dump it off to Davis, and Davis will let the time run out.
That's all she wrote.
Collinsville will win it.
Yes, sir.
70-61, handing the O'Fallon Panthers their first loss of the year and their first conference loss of the year. What a fantastic job tonight by the East Kahawks. That brings us into our post-game program, brought to you by Chiropractic Works, owned and operated by the guy with the other microphone on. Take it away, Dr. Chris.
Thank you, Todd. Chiropractic Works here in Collinsville, Illinois. Our mission is to help as many people live as high a quality life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. If you have any ailments that you would like to see remedied, you can certainly give us a call at 618-343-3602 or www.drchrismccluskey.com or www.chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We would love to have you in the office and see if we think we can help you out. Todd, thanks for having us. What a great night for Collinsville Kahawk basketball.
Boy, you ain't kidding, man. I like to see that stuff, and you're going to warm up. Got the Metro East Lutheran coming in here tomorrow. That's their last game, so they got to go to Normal next week and play a very good Normal team. So I like the way this win is because this builds confidence.
Absolutely. Great win for Collinsville tonight. And, that gives us some confidence going into the rest of conference play and into our tournament.
Yeah. All right, man. I won't see you until the first night of the Collinsville Prairie Farms basketball tournament. So you and your family have a very Merry Christmas, sir.
You have a Merry Christmas, and to all the listeners, thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a Merry Christmas as well.
All right. Dr. Chris McCluskey, the man with the plan from Chiropractic Works. 70-61. Collinsville wins it tonight. Post-game program comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, Type in Collinsville Junior Service Club and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville victorious here tonight, big time, 70-61, handing the O'Fallon Panthers their first loss on the season as Collinsville improves to 5-3, dropping O'Fallon to 9-1. Kahawks improved to 2-2 in the conference, and O'Fallon is now 3-1. Joining us here on the post-game interview is the assistant varsity coach and the head guy for the JV team, one Mr. Eric Anderson. Let's start with your JV team, sir. 49-40 win. Man, that was some low-scoring stuff there. 20-14 at halftime, and you guys were still in the 20s in the third quarter. What a good win.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I was proud of our defensive effort. We've been stressing that in practice. Having guys keep guys in front of them, and that's something that can be there every night. We may not always shoot it well, we may not run the offense well, but we should be able to guard people, and that's what we did. And we gave ourselves a chance to win and made some shots. Jamori Weisinger came up big.
Had a night, man. 27 points.
We've had Jake Wilkinson, and he got the start at varsity tonight, so we lost him, and that was a concern of mine. How are we going to score? And I didn't want Jamori to feel like he had to do everything. So, and that was part of the shots he took. He had a good shot selection, and he got shots within the offense. He knocked them down. I think he had 27 points. He kind of carried us offensively, but like I said, we rebounded and guarded well, so came out with a win.
Yeah, that was a nice tight game. I was watching. I tried to watch as much as I can while I set up, but I enjoyed both of these games. All right, let's transfer over to the varsity game. Man, what a performance. Number one, you hand the Panthers their first loss of the year and their first, obviously, conference loss of the year. And, man, what a performance at the free throw line by Travion Swaggart there at the end. When you really needed to start hitting those free throws, he came through for you.
Yeah, I felt like we didn't shoot him real well throughout the game, but when it counted down the stretch, you know, he stepped up in crunch time, knocks him down, and, yeah, that was big from the senior.
Deontay Franklin, the 6-foot senior off the bench. Boy, talk about a couple of big three-point shots early in the game. I mean, you end up winning by 9, and that was an important 6 right there.
It was. He stepped up, you know, another senior. He hasn't quite gotten a lot of the playing time. We just got a lot of guys. We're trying to still sort some things out, but he's definitely in the rotation now, and, you know, he's proven he can help us. You know, and he guards pretty well, and he does some other good things on the floor, and he's a good passer and good court vision. But, yeah, he's definitely a threat from out there. He's one of our best three-point shooters.
Nick Horace had a pretty good game as well, especially those big three-pointers down there in the corner when you really needed those, because at that point, O'Fallon was making a comeback and took a 1-point lead.
Yeah, and you're going to have to do that. I mean, they were trapping Trey and Devin out front, getting the ball out of their hands, and we find somebody in the middle and kick to the corner. And Horace, yeah, he knocked down a couple big shots, and, you know, if he gets timid and just pulls it out, you know, we could be in trouble. But he had the guts to go ahead and knock it down.
And the rebounds, man, yeah, I got it. Mine's unofficial, if you know that, right? 27 for you guys, 17 for them. I thought you guys did an excellent job on the boards.
Yeah, we had a size advantage. We knew that coming in. You know, watching them on film, you could tell they're not very big. You know, and we do have some. Even our guards have some good size that can rebound for us. And you know, we got a lot of foul trouble. There was a lot of fouls called this game.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, so we had a lot of guys with 3-4 fouls, and towards the end, and you know, down that stretch, it was basically all guards out there for both teams.
Yeah.
So you know, and I thought that helped us because our guards against their guards, I felt like we did a pretty good job rebounding.
Yeah, and this gives you a little momentum as you head into tomorrow's game against Messer East Lutheran. And I know you guys don't look ahead very much, but you guys got a tough trip to Normal next week with a very good Normal team.
We knew Normal was good. I didn't realize how good they are. You know, they beat Rock Island, who we lost to the first game of the season. They beat East St. Louis. You know, we watched those games on film. Yeah, they're tough. They're just fundamentally solid. Couple big horses inside that rebound for them, and their guard plays pretty good. They don't turn it over. So it's going to be a tough game. Yeah, tomorrow night, you know, is going to be a tough game. Coming off a big win like this, a lot of times it's, you know, as coaches, we worry about our effort the next night following it up against a team that's not supposed to be as good, but it's very, you know, they got some talent.
Yeah, they call that trap game, don't they?
Yeah, you got to be careful of that letdown you have, and especially the next day at, you know, 4:30 in the afternoon, you got to watch that. So we were preaching that a little bit. We're going to have a walkthrough tomorrow, try to get them focused, get ready to go.
All right, sir. Well, you have fun tomorrow and next week in Normal. I don't have you guys again until night number 1 of the Prairie Farms basketball tournament. You and yours have a great Christmas. You got little kids, so that's always a lot of fun, man.
Looking forward to it.
A lot better than when they're 18 years old.
That's true.
Have Merry Christmas to you and your family, sir.
All right, thanks, Todd.
Thank you. That is Eric Anderson, the assistant varsity coach for Collinsville and the varsity or junior varsity head coach for your Kahawks. Let's wrap it up by looking at some numbers. Collinsville, they had a 4-point lead after 1 quarter of play, 15-11. They then outscored O'Fallon 19-17 in that second quarter and had a 6-point lead as they head to the locker rooms with a 34-28 advantage. Collinsville. O'Fallon came back in the third and outscored the Kahawks, but just by 2. So they trimmed that 6-point lead down to a 4-point lead, and then Collinsville poured it on in the fourth quarter, outscoring O'Fallon 22-17 in that final quarter, and Collinsville ends up winning by 9 points. Leading scorer in this one actually belonged to the losing team. Caleb Burton knocked down 27 points for his O'Fallon Panthers tonight, and Tyler Looning, the only other O'Fallon Panther in double digits with 11. After that, 9 for Caleb Randolph. Rennie Harris had 6. Jalen Smith had 5. Donnie Winfield had 3. For Collinsville, they had 3 players in double digits, led by Travion Swaggart's 20 points. Nick Horace and Devin Davis each knocked down 17. Deontay Franklin off the bench with a big 8 points. Jake Wilkinson ended up with 6. Adam Remar with 2, and Matt Clark with 1. Told you about the rebounds. Collinsville 27, O'Fallon 17. Turnovers were dead even at 8 apiece. And from the lines, Collinsville ended up going 19 of 28 from the free throw line, while O'Fallon struggled in the second half from the line. They ended up at 12 for 26. And from the three-point stripe, Collinsville 50% from there. They hit 6 of 12, and 50% for O'Fallon as well, as they hit 7 of 14. that is going to do it for us tonight. Big thank you to Coach Darin Lee joining us on the pregame show, and Eric Anderson joining us on the postgame program. A big thank you to Dr. Chris McCluskey joining me on the other microphone. And that's going to do it for us tonight. We're back in action Monday. A little girls basketball coming your way from Alton Marquette Monday night. 7:15 pregame, 7:30 is the scheduled tip-off, and then we'll end up the week with a little hockey action for you on Tuesday and Thursday of next week before we take our Christmas break, before the big festivities begin here on the 27th. So another big thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, and thanks to all of our sponsors for doing what they do here on the Kahok Sports Network. My name is Todd Duke, and until Monday, everyone have yourselves a fantastic weekend.